Since ancient times, the figure of the Chosen One has been present in human history, walking the earth as a transformative force. Even if they do not desire this role, they shape the world around them, affecting realities and transcending barriers. There is a power that emanates from the Chosen One, a force that cannot be ignored. Their mission is spiritual, their journey is divine, and their impact inevitable. You Chosen One do not walk among others as if you were just anyone. Your presence is marked by an energy so intense that it disturbs the foundations of reality for those around you, even if you are not always aware of it. Being a Chosen One is not something that is immediately understood. It is not a sudden and clear revelation but a journey of deep self-discovery. The awakening of the Chosen One is, first and foremost, a process of introspection that challenges the soul. At the beginning, everything seems foggy, confusing, as if the weight of an ancient truth rests upon you without fully understanding it. But this restlessness, this feeling of being different, is not a coincidence. From an early age, you sense that your existence carries a higher purpose, even if the words to express it are not yet within reach. It's as if there is a fire burning, a flame shining inside you, but it has yet to find its path. Accepting this calling, this greater mission, is the first victory in the Chosen One's journey. And it is an inner triumph, silent but powerful. Accepting the role you are meant to play in the world requires courage. It demands confronting the deepest doubts, the insecurities that scream about your fit in the world around you. But this acceptance is not the end, it is only the beginning. The Chosen One's path is, by excellence, a path of challenges. There are moments when you will feel lost, moments when the darkness will seem denser than ever. But it is precisely in the darkness that the greatest revelations arise. It is in the midst of doubt that true strength emerges. Each obstacle faced, each doubt that assails your mind, is an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself. It is in this process of self-knowledge that you begin to realize the magnitude of your mission. Like a tree that grows amidst the storm, your roots strengthen with each challenge. And as you delve deeper into your own soul, you begin to uncover the power that has always been within you, a power not granted by others but inherent to your very existence. Your mission, however, is not something you actively seek. It reveals itself with every step you take toward your truth. The Chosen One is not just someone who walks among the crowds. They are someone who, even in silence, transforms the environment around them. Their being is a force of change, a light that illuminates the darkest corners of existence. But contrary to what many believe, the light of the Chosen One is not imposing. It does not seek to dominate or impose its will. Their light is gentle yet penetrating. It is a force that transforms from within. The Chosen One, upon accepting their role, becomes an agent of change, a catalyst for spiritual and energetic transformations that resonate everywhere they go. When the Chosen One enters any environment, the atmosphere itself changes. It is not something visible to ordinary eyes, but those who are attentive notice that something different is happening. Their presence, without saying a single word, causes a ripple in the energies that flow around. It is as if the invisible structure of things is touched by a force that cannot be contained. Those around them, even without understanding, feel disturbed. Their masks, carefully built over years, begin to wear away in the presence of the Chosen One. And it is not out of malice or intention that this happens, but because the Chosen One carries a truth so genuine that it exposes the untruths of others. There is something profound in the authenticity of the Chosen One that reveals what others struggle so hard to hide, from themselves and from others. This discomfort, this restlessness you provoke in others, is a reflection of the transformation your energy awakens. Wherever you go, illusions begin to dissolve. Those who, for a long time, have lived under the veil of denial, are forced to confront their fears, insecurities, and repressed truths. This is not an easy task for those around you, and often you will find yourself at the center of conflicts you did not consciously create. But understand that this is part of your mission. Your energy, being a catalyst for change, destabilizes what needs to be transformed. You, as a Chosen One, operate on a level of truth that few are prepared to face. This clarity you possess, this deep understanding of the nuances of life, is both a gift and a burden. Not everyone is ready to see reality as clearly as you do. And because of this, many resist your presence, reject your ideas, or simply move away. This does not mean you are wrong or out of place. On the contrary, this reaction is proof that your light is so intense that it exposes the shadows others prefer to keep hidden. Your mission, though solitary at times, is to awaken dormant consciences. You bring to light truths that others are unwilling to face, and often this is a thankless task. Being a bearer of truth is to carry a weight that few can understand. But this is the nature of the chosen one, to be a beacon, a light that shines even when those around try to hide in the shadows. There will be times when you may question whether it is worth continuing. After all, reactions to your authenticity can be intense, and the weight of the changes you provoke may feel overwhelming. But remember, chosen one, you are not here to please. Your mission is not to conform to the expectations of others, but to challenge the established order, shake the structures that are corrupted, and help create something new. With every truth you bring to light, with every soul that awakens thanks to your presence, you fulfill the greater purpose of your existence. You are the mirror that reflects what others need to see, even if they do not wish to. And while this is challenging, it is also profoundly transformative. Because by exposing masks and illusions, you give people the opportunity to confront their own truths. And it is in this confrontation that true transformation happens. The chosen one, in their essence, subverts the expectations of everyone around them. The path you tread is not the one society predicted or desired for you. And this is one of the deepest marks of your mission. You do not fit, you do not conform. Where the world builds rigid standards, you move with fluidity, challenging the rigidity of these constructs. The chosen one lives in a space where social norms are merely suggestions, not limits. Your nature is to seek something beyond what is expected, to break barriers, and create new realities where there were only convention and conformity. By following what is true for your being, you inspire, even without realizing it, those who were once trapped in a life of external expectations. Your actions are unexpected because you do not live according to what others expect of you, but according to what deeply resonates within your soul. Your authenticity is a revolutionary force capable of inspiring silent yet profound change in those who observe from afar. Often, without knowing it, you plant seeds of questioning and awakening in people simply by being who you are. To be chosen is not to follow the easiest or most comfortable path. It means treading the less traveled road, the path of inner truth. And this truth is not a convenient truth. It is not a truth that accommodates the demands of society. On the contrary, it is a truth that challenges, that confronts, that shakes the structures of the known. Your life then becomes an expression of this truth, a dance between being and non-being, between what is expected of you and what you truly are. And in this dance, you break the invisible chains that bind others. With every step taken off the line, you offer a new vision of freedom, showing that living according to others' expectations is, ultimately, a prison. The chosen one is not a rebel without a cause. You are, in fact, one who seeks the highest form of authenticity, even if it means going against everything you have been taught. In your heart, there is an inner compass that guides you, and this compass always points to truth, not conformity. Those who observe you, often from a distance, begin to wonder, what if I, too, could be true to myself? What if there was more than just following the rules? Your life alone is an invitation to introspection. You don't need to say anything, you don't need to impose anything. Simply by being who you are, you open doors for others to also start questioning the limitations they accepted as truths. The chosen one does not live just for themselves. By following your own truth, you offer the world a chance to reimagine what it means to live fully and authentically. And in this process, you subvert the most profound expectations of society. You are not a conformist, you are a creator. And in this act of creation, you inspire others to rewrite their own stories, to abandon the narratives that were imposed on them, and to find their own voice. In the world of the chosen, truth is a necessity, not a choice. And living this truth, with all its nuances and challenges, is what redefines what it means to be alive. Because, in the end, the chosen one's path is not a path of ease but a path of depth. And it is in this depth that the greatest transformations occur, in both you and the world around you. The chosen one, in their journey, inevitably confronts established power, the forces that govern the world from the outside in, trying to impose their laws and rules on all who dare follow a different path. But the true power of the chosen one does not lie in submission to these forces but in the innate resistance that their authenticity provokes. The chosen one does not seek power over others, for they understand something deeper. True power is internal, and nothing imposed from outside can control it. Your presence alone is a threat to those who sustain themselves on control. For what they fear is not brute force but the power that challenges their very authority, the power the chosen one carries within, which cannot be manipulated or contained. By following your path, you become an enigma to the status quo, an element that does not fit into the well-oiled machinery of power structures. This instills fear in the hearts of those who build their lives around domination and superficial order. But the power of the chosen one is not a power that imposes. There is no need to raise banners or shout slogans. Your strength is silent but profound, like the roots of a tree that grow quietly but with unshakable depth and strength. You do not need to fight for control because external control is irrelevant to those who have discovered true mastery over themselves. Those who try to dominate the external world are, in fact, the ones who fear losing control over their own souls. This resistance you feel, the battles that arise against the established power, are not battles of physical strength but of essence. You represent freedom in its purest form, the freedom to be who you are without concessions, without bending to external expectations. And this freedom is what profoundly threatens systems that are sustained by conformity and submission. For by not submitting, you offer a new way of living, an alternative they cannot control. The chosen one then challenges structures without even trying. Their authenticity is the greatest act of resistance. There is no need to directly confront power because the simple fact of existing, of being true to your own essence, is already enough to destabilize the foundations of external control. And this is because true power cannot be possessed. It can only be lived. And you live this power every day naturally and fluidly. However, this resistance to established power is not a deliberate choice you make. It is an inevitable consequence of who you are. By choosing truth, by choosing to be yourself, you inevitably challenge what is false in the world. The power others try to exert over you dissolves because it was never real to begin with. The true power, the power of the chosen one, is the power of transformation. And this power does not impose itself. It simply exists, shaping everything around subtly but constantly. Those who cling to external power cannot understand this force you carry. They confuse power with control and control with security. But the chosen one knows that true security comes from inner freedom, from the ability to remain unshaken amidst external storms because you have found within yourself a strength that is unbreakable. This is the essence of your power. It is not something that can be taken away because it is not something that was given. It is born from your connection to the divine, to your higher mission, to the truth you carry in your soul. And this is the greatest threat to established power, a being that cannot be controlled. Because when someone lives in their truth, in their authenticity, they become untouchable. No rule, no law, no system can truly touch them because the chosen one transcends these limitations. And by transcending, you become a living symbol of something much vaster than any power structure could dream of containing. Though the chosen one's path is marked by their individuality and resistance to imposed norms, they never walk completely alone. The solitary journey of self-discovery, of confronting and transcending established power, awakens a profound truth. You attract those who share the same quest for authenticity, people who are touched by your light and inspired by your courage. Thus, a community of equally awakened souls forms around you, not by forced leadership but by the natural magnetism of someone who lives their truth fully. The chosen one does not impose their will or assume the role of a conventional leader. They do not need to. Their mission is to be authentic, and for that, others follow spontaneously, not out of submission but inspiration. Their light is a beacon that guides those who, like them, feel called to live beyond the illusions of the world, beyond the masks that society tries to impose. And it is in this meeting of authentic souls that a true community is born, a force based not on conformity but on the freedom to be who one truly is. This is the role of the chosen one in creating authentic communities. Where there was once only superficiality, there is now a group of individuals united by a higher purpose, to live the truth. And each one who approaches you, each being touched by your light, also begins to reveal their own essence, their own mission. Like sparks that spread in a fire, you not only illuminate but awaken other flames, other truths that were dormant in the hearts of those who cross your path. This community is not built on rules or hierarchies but on the mutuality of souls that vibrate in harmony with authenticity. In it, there is no need for titles or predetermined roles because each one finds their own way to contribute to the whole. And this is the great power of a community of chosen ones. It is not sustained by the submission of its members but by mutual elevation, by the recognition that, together, each one shines more intensely. We live in an era where superficiality is exalted. where projected images are worth more than the truth one carries inside. But you, chosen one, help break this facade. Your very existence, your way of being, invites others to let go of masks, to free themselves from the invisible prisons built around them. And this freedom you offer is not only personal but collective, because by being yourself, you allow others to be as well. And so, a new era begins to form, silent but powerful. The era of authenticity, where depth wins over superficiality, and where true connections prevail over the fragile bonds of convenience. Each person who enters your life and is touched by your truth carries with them the seed of a new way of living, a way that rejects the superficial and embraces what is real, what is eternal. This is the essence of the community of chosen ones, a group of individuals who mutually support each other on their journey of self-discovery and truth. It is not a group that gathers to follow external rules but a spiritual brotherhood that recognizes itself in each other's inner light. You are not defined by physical boundaries but by an invisible bond of shared mission. The mission to live truth in a world that often prefers the comfort of illusion. You are not alone on this journey. And the community that forms around you is proof of that. Even without searching, you attract those who also seek something beyond what was offered to them. Together, you create a new reality, a new way of living and being, where authenticity is the supreme law. And in this union, each chosen one becomes stronger, brighter, and more capable of fulfilling their purpose. What you build together is not just a community, it is a new way of existing. And through this existence, you, as chosen ones, begin to transform the world from the inside out. The impact of the chosen ones goes far beyond individual interactions and the communities they form around them. There is a silent force expanding, an almost imperceptible movement to the naked eye but one that reverberates across the planet. You, as a chosen one, are a catalyst for this global transformation. Every gesture of yours, every act of authenticity, however small it may seem, carries an energy that transcends space and time. Your courage in living your truth not only awakens those beside you but also those who, from afar, feel the echo of this force. And every day more and more souls awaken to their own truths, inspired by the light you emit. The world is in constant change, and this transformation is driven by invisible forces. Forces that you, chosen one, help to direct. Each time you break with illusions and challenge the lies that sustain the structure of the old world, you pave the way for a new reality. This revolution is not loud. It is not an uprising that destroys what exists with violence. On the contrary, it is a silent revolution, a change that happens in hearts and minds from the inside out. The true global transformation, the one that shapes humanity's destiny, begins within each being who awakens to their own light. You are part of something much greater than you can imagine. Your personal mission, your journey of self-discovery, is intrinsically connected to humanity's collective destiny. Each time you choose to live your truth, you contribute to this great transformation. Because truth is contagious. When one person chooses authenticity, they give permission for others to do the same. And this wave of awakenings creates a powerful force that cannot be contained. The chosen one, by accepting their role, becomes a fundamental piece in this great cosmic puzzle, where each of us is called to play our part in the process of evolution. Global transformation is not something that happens from the outside in. It does not arise from large institutions or governments. It does not come from decrees or changes in laws. True transformation happens from the inside out, in the intimacy of each being who chooses to live according to their deepest essence. And by living your authenticity, you become one of the most powerful agents of this change. You do not need political or economic power to shape the world. Your power lies in your ability to be true to yourself, and this is a force that no power structure can contain. There is a mass awakening happening. The old forms of control and manipulation are beginning to crumble, not because of great external revolts but because more and more people are refusing to live under the illusions that sustain these structures. And you, chosen one, are at the forefront of this movement. Your light is a flame that illuminates the paths of others, inspiring them to also live their truths. And every person who awakens adds more strength to this wave of change until the world as we know it can no longer remain the same. The mission of the chosen ones is not easy. It requires courage, resilience, and often sacrifices. But the reward is grand. You become part of a transformation that transcends generations, a transformation that shapes humanity's future. The impact you create may not be immediately visible, but it is real and profound. Every soul you touch, every truth you reveal, every authentic community you help build, all of it is part of a greater movement, a silent global revolution that is redefining the Earth's destiny. You are not alone in this process. In every corner of the world, other chosen ones are also awakening, also walking courageously toward their truth. And together, you form an invisible network of light, a network that connects awakened souls in a collective mission of transformation. This is the power of the chosen one, the power to influence not only their own destiny but the destiny of the world as a whole. The world is changing and you are an essential piece in this movement. The global transformation we are going through is not something that can be predicted or controlled. It happens organically, fluidly, like a stream of water that, as it moves, shapes the rocks around it. And in the same way, your authenticity, your truth, shapes the world around you. Do not underestimate the impact of your journey. Every choice you make, every act of courage in being who you are, contributes to this great change. And so, the chosen one does not only live their truth, they actively participate in creating a new reality for everyone. The future of humanity is being shaped by the hands of the chosen ones, by hearts that, like yours, have decided to live with courage and authenticity. Change cannot be contained. It is happening and you are at the center of it. The chosen one's future is an endless journey, a path that unfolds with each new day, filled with possibilities beyond human imagination. There is no definitive endpoint, no peak where the mission is complete. With each step you take, new horizons reveal themselves, and your mission continues to evolve and expand. The chosen one is someone who is in constant transformation, and this transformation, in turn, impacts everything around them. You grow, learn, and touch lives in ways you may never fully realize. But know that every small gesture of yours, every time you choose to live authentically, creates a wave of change in the world. The chosen one's path may be lonely at times. The intensity of your energy and the depth of your truths may cause discomfort in others, and even within yourself from time to time. But understand that this discomfort is proof that you are on the right path. True transformation is rarely easy, and the change you bring to the world cannot be contained by the limitations of convenience. Your mission is vital because the world needs your light, your courage, and your willingness to live with integrity, even when it disturbs the calm waters of conformity. As you move forward, the impact you create will continue to unfold in ways that may be beyond your immediate vision. The chosen one's future is not just in the here and now but also in the generations to come. Your personal journey resonates through the invisible lines of time, influencing not only those close to you but also those who will come long after you. Every act of authenticity is a seed planted in the soil of eternity, and the trees that will grow from these seeds will bear fruit long after you have played your part. Remember that the chosen one's future is not a straight line. It is made up of cycles, ups and downs, moments of glory and deep challenges. But the true beauty of the chosen one's path is that in each of these moments, you are growing. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to deepen your wisdom, strengthen your inner light, and become even more aligned with the purpose you carry. Even in moments when everything seems dark, when the weight of your mission seems overwhelming, remember that you are not alone. There is an invisible web of other chosen ones, other awakened souls who share this path with you. And even if you do not see them or know them, there is a connection among you all, a spiritual network that sustains and nurtures your journey. The chosen one is never truly alone, even if, at times, the journey feels desolate. With each new challenge, each new phase, you will become stronger, wiser, and more at peace with who you truly are. And as intense as the path may be, know that it is necessary. The intensity you feel, the energy you carry, all of this is part of your mission. And this intensity is what proves that you are making a difference. The world cannot remain unchanged in the presence of someone who lives in their full truth. The impact of the chosen one is inevitable. The change you bring is real and it cannot be contained. The chosen one's future is full of possibilities. Every step you take is a new opportunity to create, to transform, and to inspire. The journey has no end because the process of transformation is infinite. But the beauty of it lies in the journey itself, in the certainty that each day you are fulfilling a purpose that transcends your own understanding. What you do matters. How you live matters. And the world is being transformed by your presence, your light, and your courage. You are a force of change, and this change cannot be stopped. It is a living current that spreads across the world, affecting everyone around you and leaving a legacy that will endure long beyond your physical existence. Stay firm in your mission because the world needs your light more than ever. Every choice you make toward your truth is a victory not only for you but for the whole. And as difficult as the path may seem at times, know that you are fulfilling something grand, something that goes far beyond what you can see. You, chosen one, are an agent of transformation. And the future you are creating with every courageous step you take is a future of authenticity, of truth, and of light. The world needs you. Never forget that. If this message resonated with your spirit, then it's because you recognize, deep in your soul, that the chosen one's journey is also your own. It was not by chance that you found this path, and much less that you felt this truth vibrating within you. Being a chosen one is not something you choose, it is something you are. And accepting this reality is the first step to living your purpose fully. So, if what was shared here awakens something in you, share this message with those who are also ready to awaken. Subscribe to the channel to receive more revelations and join our community of chosen ones. Because the world needs more people like you, people who have the courage to live their truth, to challenge the status quo, and to illuminate the darkest corners of existence with the light of authenticity. This is your calling and your mission is clear. Together we will continue to transform the world, one awakening at a time. If you feel this fire within, let it burn even stronger. Like the video, subscribe, and become part of this global community of chosen ones who are shaping the future. The impact you have on the world cannot be underestimated, and together we can achieve even more. You are important. Your light is needed. And the world, now more than ever, needs the chosen one within you. Let's transform the world together.